Hello YouTube, today we're going to talk about a very powerful food, and that is garlic. Especially in this time, you're going to hear a lot of people talk about garlic, and especially raw garlic. Why? Because it is believed and it has been proven that garlic is extremely good to boost your immune system and kill anything that could damage your body. And that's something that we've known for a very long time. We didn't wait for science to prove it because traditional medicine included garlic as a miracle cure. And if you are from Europe or if you're from any type of lineage that has a long history and who is quite traditional, you will have heard your grandma at some point say that garlic was really good for health, and most likely they tried to feed you as much garlic as they could. Now, there is a distinction to be made between cooked garlic and raw garlic. Cooked garlic is still good, but it's not as good because the heat and the temperature kills some of the nutrients that raw garlic gives you. And the reason why a lot of people would much rather eat cooked garlic is because cooking the garlic makes the taste much milder, and it kills the burn. Basically, your mouth doesn't burn anymore. I personally find that cooked garlic it doesn't taste good. I like the taste of raw garlic better. So for this video, we're going to talk about raw garlic because that's what I consume, and that's what I advise you to consume as well. What are the benefits? So first off, it boosts your immune system. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I 100% believe that it does, but it doesn't really apply for me because even before I ate raw garlic, I have a very strong immune system that borders on surreal. The last time I was sick was 10 years ago. The first time, once I started working out, I don't know what happened to my body, or if I was just very lucky, but I never got sick ever. So it's been 10 years, ever since I was 15, that I haven't gotten any illness. But I know that it doesn't apply to most people. So eating garlic might help you, and since working out and being active already boosts your immune system, that's a double whammy that's going to protect you. Just a disclaimer, because with the current situation, a lot of people are panicking and they're looking for a magic cure. Eating raw garlic is not going to protect you from catching the coronavirus. It doesn't work like that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying it's going to protect you or cure you, just to let you know. But if it helps your immune system, it might help you overall. Either to prevent from catching the disease if you're in contact with it, or to fight it better once it's in your system. But that's just my opinion. As far as other benefits go, I personally find that raw garlic improved the quality of my pumps. I noticed that if I eat a lot of raw garlic for my lunch and I work out like a few hours later, for me it's usually 4 or 5 hours later, I have a very high quality pump. Now I must say that it seems as if the more you consume, the less you get back. In a sense, because I remember back a month or a month and a half ago, I would just have to eat 3 cloves of garlic and I would have insane pumps, and now 3 cloves do nothing. So it's like my body got used to it. But garlic is known for fluidifying the blood, and therefore it helps your heart pump blood into the muscles. As far as other health benefits, it's apparently very good for cholesterol levels, and it reduces blood pressure, which might be a good thing if you have heightened blood pressure. And then you also have other qualities of garlic. Garlic is very good against certain disease, and it can prevent them in the long run if you consume it regularly. So now that's out of the way, what are the downsides of garlic? Well, garlic in very high doses, because it fluidifies your blood, can be dangerous in a sense. I've heard of people getting dizzy or having some blood thinning problems because of it. But you really have to consume a ton of garlic to get to that. The number one real problem you're going to face with garlic is your breath is going to stink. And most importantly, your body is going to stink. And most people don't understand why. It's because the garlic exudes through your pores. It's the reason why if you eat fast food all the time, you stink. Why? Because your sweat stinks. It's the same for garlic. Your sweat is going to smell like garlic. And not a lot of people like that. Of course, there's a quick fix. Just brush your teeth and take a shower. I've personally found that the smell was especially bad when I started eating raw garlic, and now it's much better. Could be that I went nose blind, but the people around me also tell me that the smell went down. So unless we all went nose blind, I think there's something to say about it. I think the body reacts very strongly at first, and then it calms down. So how to approach eating raw garlic? How should you start? Well, just like with anything in life and in lifting, you start slow. Don't start by eating like 5 or 6 cloves. It's terrible. Start with one. Start with one and then ramp up from that. You do one for a week and then 2, etc., etc. As far as the dosage and the frequency of the consumption of raw garlic, I personally do it every day. You might want to do it every 2 days, every 3 days. It's going to depend on what you like. For me, with the current situation, I want my immune system to be as strong as possible. So I'm eating garlic 2 times a day, every day. But start slow and build up from that. And there should be a max amount of garlic you consume in a day. Don't go overboard. I would say that eating more than a bulb a day is overkill. Even half a bulb a day is overkill. I personally eat between 3 and 6 cloves of garlic a day. And to me, and that's as someone who's very heavy. So you can decide where you want to be. You should experiment with it, but don't go too high too fast. And the reason you don't want to go too high too fast is because garlic burns. It's like eating fire. And when you start, it's going to be like, wow, it's tough to eat. But I can tell you that once you get used to it, you don't even feel it anymore. I know that a lot of people say that they don't bite the garlic because it burns. You actually need to do that. You need to cut the garlic. You need the garlic to be in contact with oxygen for all the benefits to be released by the plant. And that's science explains why. There's a certain amount of nutrients that only react when oxygen is present. So you don't want to swallow it like a pill. You need to crunch it or you need to cut it. I personally, my technique and what I advise you guys do, take a plate of food, warm it up. As you warm it up, cut your garlic. So you're going to peel the garlic and then you're going to cut it in very thin slices. And then you're going to put the slices on top of the warm food. And as you eat, the warm food is going to make it easier to get the garlic down, and you won't have to chew the garlic so much because it's already pre-cut. But you're going to find that actually when you start, it's going to burn your tongue. But as you go, you're going to get used to it. And nowadays, I can bite through garlic and I don't get that burn in my mouth anymore. I just taste the garlic. So that's pretty much everything I know so far about raw garlic. That's how I eat it. That's how I advise you start eating it. As far as purely aesthetic and bodybuilding advantages of garlic, I guess, it would be that one, it's going to improve your recovery and longevity because it makes you more resilient to disease, so that's always a good thing. But it also, in my opinion, because it pumps your blood so much, it helps with vascularity. That's bro science. I don't have a proof. I didn't take pictures before and after, but I have certain veins in parts of my body that have increased in size and visibility. I have one on my right shoulder that now is like see-through when I pump blood in it. I have some on my hips that are very visible now. And I haven't lost that much fat. So it's not like raw garlic helps you lose fat. It's more that it makes your veins more visible and therefore it makes you look leaner, even though your body fat didn't really move. So I don't know if it's just a side effect of me, if I'm just imagining it that, but try raw garlic. Do it slowly as I told you to. And let me know in a week or two how you feel and how the effects improve the way your body works. And last thing, buy organic raw garlic, and if you can, buy it from a very good origin. Because you're going to find that raw garlic is extremely cheap, so might as well get top shelf stuff, because a bag of bulbs is going to last you months and months. So might as well get the highest quality you can. So that's it for today, the video about raw garlic. Any questions you might have in the comments, I will answer. Thank you and have a good day.